man. I do what I do.
Good black. You might type good black. You know, like Black Jobs, he was used as a symbol of a good black person who respects law enforcement. He wasn't just recognized, it was turned into a test for Black Americans, forcing us to either cheer for the police or be shamed. That's where we at. So he wasn't just celebrated, he was positioned as a contradiction for Black Democrats, forcing them to be uncomfortable and politically is a calculated situation. And you know, this moment was never just about DJ Daniels. It was racialized, it's politically loaded image. It's meant to shame folk, undermine democratic reform policies, and reinforce Republican views on police. It's a trick bag. You see, if you celebrate DJ with our history of police interactions, then you're endorsing a system that has historically harmed us. If you criticize them, then you're a heartless, low-life, anti-law enforcement jerk. Either way, the Republicans win. Now, let's dig a little deeper. We gonna get there. Y'all with me? Let me know if you're with me. I know this is a hard one to follow, but it's necessary. It's gonna get complicated. So let's think about this. What's the difference between being honored and being exploited? We all want DJ to be honored. We celebrate him. We celebrate his family, right? We all want that. To know about his strength and his resilience and his incredible journey. We want to see him have his moment in the spotlight, to feel the warmth of recognition and respect. We applaud him and his family. But what we don't want is for this child to be exploited for political purposes. And there's a big difference between being honored and being used. DJ's life has not been easy. He's a 13-year-old child fighting an unimaginable battle, and none of us can truly understand the pain he's endured, the nights he spent in hospitals, the treatments, the surgeries, the uncertainty of tomorrow, his parents, his friends, and that is why what I'm saying right now matters, because when you exploit a child like DJ, you take away his dignity. You turn his struggle into a weapon. You already got comedians like Just Hilarious being put up on the breakfast show, which is really, to me, just, you know, the comedic arm of, or the ghetto arm of the Democratic Party. I wouldn't be surprised if they got some of that U.S. aid money. But nevertheless, you turn his struggle into a weapon. You turn his pain into a political tool and his honor into a performance. That is not celebration. That is manipulation. See, family, honoring someone means recognizing their strength with dignity. It means lifting them up for who they are, not just for what they can do to you or for you. It's about celebrating them as an individual, not using them as a symbol. When you honor DJ Daniel, you respect him as a child who has fought through unthinkable hardship. When you exploit DJ Daniel, you turn him into a political mascot, a shield at times, and a sword to attack your political enemies. So honoring would mean supporting him without forcing him into the center of a culture war. It would be giving him a platform to tell his story in his own way, on his own terms, helping his family, ensuring that his fight against cancer is met with real resources, not just some badge and some appointment, and followed by applause. Exploiting him, you put him in a police uniform, a political uniform, and you parade him in front of an audience with an agenda. You use him to shame your opponents, your political opponents, daring them to disagree with you. And you force people to either cheer for something they don't believe in or risk looking heartless. That's what that is. Now, let me tell you something. Shout out to Quantum Solid. At some point, this is all going to go sour. Because as much as white supremacists and political opportunists uplift DJ Daniel, now history tells us that they will abandon him the moment he's no longer a useful tool. And that's what always happens. They prop you up when you serve their purpose. They praise you when you make them look good, and they use you when you fit their agenda. But when your usefulness expires, when you're no longer useful to them, they let you fall. They discard you. They turn on you. We've seen this time and time again, family. The same forces that build up their mascots are the same ones that break them down. There's a long history of this. Do you know they hated brother Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. when he was alive? When he demanded more than just desegregation, when he spoke out against economic injustice and war. They called him a communist. They called him a socialist. They hated him when he called out real systematic roots and oppression. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. died one of the most hated men in America. Look at the polls. And then they assassinated him. And then, after you had more militant type black folks raising up like the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and some of the other folks, they dug our brother, Dr. MLK, up out the grave decades later and proclaimed they love. They started making streets after him. Every black community in America has a Dr. Martin Luther King Street somewhere, a boulevard, because he was useful to them to use against other black leaders, only so they could twist his words into a weapon to shame modern activists at the time. Be like Dr. MLK. He was peaceful. Be patient. Don't fight too hard. MLK wouldn't approve on these protests. He was peaceful. MLK wouldn't support these new black leaders. They tried to repackage him and sanitize him and use him to serve the new purpose. And now, here we are in 2025. They decide to release these assassination files, and the first thing they do, he's no longer in the use anymore. We don't have those type of activists like we had in the 90s and the early 2000s. So now they try, he cheated on his wife. He might have been bi. My name is Dennis Spurling. I'm an attorney here in Houston, Texas. My mandate is to be an advocate for black men. Dennis Spurling got the mic on fire. I'm a black father, I have black sons. Tune in, weekly feeling inspired. From the heart, real talking night. Every episode brings a light. Subscribe, hit the like, my voice, my wisdom. Share the love, it's fair. Join us every cold outside. Listen, King coming. Drop some coins in the collection plate. All right, let me roll out. Comment below, let's start the chat. Insight so deep, like we said. Together vibing, no need to wait. Dennis Spurling always first. What's up? Welcome to the broadcast. Hit the like, won't you dare? Share the love, deep it's fair. Join us every week, don't be late. Drop some coins in the collection plate. Yeah, they peso trick. Some of y'all can't help it. Some of y'all can't help tricking. Some of y'all got a soft spot for her. You enjoy the ride, come say hi. Catch the wave, don't pass by. Lifted spirits, always in sight. In this podcast, joy takes flight. Subscribe, hit the like, won't you dare?
faith don't pass by. Lifted spirits always in sight. In this podcast, joy takes flight. Subscribe, hit the like, won't you dare? Share the love, you know it's fair. Join us every week, don't be late. Drop some coins in the collection plate.
Donation. I thought it was a track.
Hey man, I do what I do.
You know that.
Your ass class, don't come over here. You tall black mother. Women up inside. I don't give a fuck about